Oh, man. Ugh. Oh, damn. God damn. Great too. Oh damn, man. God damn. Oh man. Those burritos. I should not eat those burritos. God damn. Ugh. Why did my stomach growl when I yawned? The fuck? How the fuck does that make sense? That's weird as shit, really. Oh. Man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Alright, I need this. I don't even know what that knife did. Help me. I think he would have called me. Shit. Boston would have called me to do this stuff at night. I don't know. I should actually think about like what time that would be, because if I do, it'd be 12 till probably 3 or 4. Probably 3, so 4 hours doing a teardown. Hey Jackal. It'd be like 4 hours doing a teardown, or like partial teardown and then trashing and everything, and then doing a. Then I would, from there, I would have to go to the other job site, which is fine. It's not that long from there. And then what? Like chill for a bit, or fuck, I have to set up the thing. Because they'll definitely just send me by myself. Show me what to do first, and probably fuck off to sleep. Unless I do the teardown, they do the repairs, then we still need to do the other job site. Oh, I don't know. Ah. Applying to jobs because my gotcha gut told me that I have a fantastic pull this time. Nice. Well, that's what you should have been doing. Fucking applying to every job you can. Hopefully someone will pull. Well, I actually had a job offer a long time ago before I was 18. Dude wanted me to work for him at a gun shop, but because I was like underage, I couldn't. Oh, the glitch. I love that. Fucking glitch saved this fucking Quentin's ass. Gen nearby exploded. Has to be this one. Yep. If you spawn here, that means this one over here is being pro. Yep. Lithe. I know he went in there. If we go this way, pressure. Oh, never mind. Hmm. God damn. Fucking lag. Always trying to save the fucking survivors. Nothing up there. Something else up here. I'm not going to say yet. Fully healing up. Oh, nice. Don't know if he's gonna turn or not. He was doing a gen? Buddy, you're doing a gen and not being healed? I think I'm pull off medium. Yeah, you can do anything you want, honey. Pull the heal up again. Yeah, just tunnel the guy out. What? There we go. Save your buddy, come on. Come on, buddy, come on. Oh damn. None of them want to save the teammate. Very strange. Definitely we're on that gen right there. Yep. Run that way. Right inside. Looking at that one. Nice. Let's see how long you can run it. They gotta leave now thinking I got bloody. Alright, hit. Hey, Butler. How you doing, Butler? Kitty bands. Oh, beans. No gen bills, so just fucking flew through those. Not bad either, matey. Just chilling, you know, playing DBD and all. We're just chilling here. Light. My neck. What you been up to there, Butler? My damn neck is stiff. Been grinding DVD, currently downloading COD, but gonna P2 Huntress. Nice. Hell yeah. That's fucking nice. Oh, I learned, so I guess they're not going to do a PTB for the Judgment. That new killer they're designing. Which is just kind of like, well, we're going to see how fucking broken it is when it comes out then. That's terrifying. Yeah, I guess so. Because you think about it, it comes out next month. So, and it comes out in the 3rd week. And usually PTB does PTB is usually out for 2 weeks almost. And then comes out like a month later. Almost half a month later. So that means there would be no time to do a PTB. And like fix all like the shit. So either they're like trying to get it polished as much as they can, and then see what they need to fix after like after a week or something, or they just said fuck it, let's see what happens. I go for the latter, which is fuck it, let's see what happens. That's my bet, my guess. I think that will like be very weird. Really fuck up a lot of shit. Because something I noticed in one of the things they showed off about it is it showed a Dwight that was injured, and then when the Judgment used the power, it gave the Dwight sin but also downed him. So you don't need to do double tapping or triple tap where you need to injure twice and then doing stuff. So you can probably accumulate sin. Crunches my bones. Yes, yes indeed. Hey, we got his map. So that means the sin is going to... I just want to know how the sin mechanic works exactly. Because that's my interest, really. Like, how will the sin work? How will they put sin on a survivor? Like, what will it do? Will it have weird effects or like dumb effects? Oh, nice. Nice. And she stays here, being cocky. Nope, she runs. Oh, that's sad. Sometimes I don't really want to buy killers. I'm trying to make it look like a Lightborn. Don't buy killers. Wish they get licensed, like 21k shards. Yeah. Well, it's because they have to get money back. Because if it's licensed, they need money back on them. Because that's how it works. The license holders need money back on their investment to know that it's fair enough for them. You know, they can't just be like, "Hey, yeah, you can get it with in-game currency," which will fundamentally break shit. No item. Item's illegal. You know, that's just kind of how it works. Like, people think, like, oh, yeah, I want, like, this killer in this game. But it's like, you gotta think license holders have a better stronghold on shit than regular dudes. That's why I said before a long time ago where that, like, people want, you know, X killer as this. You know, it's like, oh, Wesker would be perfect as this character from the show, or from this media. It's like, well, then you get into more trouble because a license can't be used for another license unless you get both approval, and it had to fit theming thematically for that person. You know? So there's like a even more jungle gym of fucking dumbness you gotta go through. Ah, the glitch, of course. Oh, it's still an item over there. Bro hopped on a gen? You're joking, right? Oops, I guess I got a job interview tomorrow. Nice. Sounds like paperwork on top of paperwork. Oh yeah, it is paperwork on top of paperwork. That's how shit works. That's why people think licensing is easy, where it's not. Licensing is a pain in the ass. Well, think about it. Like when a YouTuber says, "Hey, I need to do this for a video," but then you get copyright strike up the wazoo, that's because of that issue. Like, fuck, I had an issue with fucking the BBC for, like, fucking a video. I was trying to do a review on a old TV show, and it wouldn't let me. They tapped them. What the fuck? Is someone, like, crawling? What the fuck? How is he... How is he... I'm confused now. How the fuck was he instant? He just got saved. Did he do something that counteracted it? Maybe. Look at that. Bro could just ran off but stayed for some reason. Bro could have left any time before that. And just, nah, let's stay near waiting for me. There we go. Stood in front of the hook long enough for it. Oh, no. I was wondering, the Steve, he got off the hook. He was rescued. But he didn't have, like, protection. It wasn't, like, I don't know if this time, maybe there was enough time, I don't know. Maybe he hovered around long enough for it to be protection to go. Confused me. Yeah. Unless he used dramaturgy when I shot him. And I think that counts as conspicuous. No idea. Birdman. That's a deer. But yes. I call this the deer slinger because it's a deer head. And then I've had someone say the Onceler build. Because I like the Onceler. And look at those builds. Finesse. Mutation, scene partner, dramaturgy, iron will, dead hard, resilience. Made for this, dead hard. We're gonna live forever, AutoCAD. Resilient. Unbreakable, iron will, Windows. Dude, there's a clip on the YouTube where it is a short, real short, like, stream. I did like 30-minute stream, whatever fuck. I was tired of shit. But there seems to be a beak. It's not really a beak. It's the cross-examination. The bottom mandible is gone from the deer. See, the teeth are right here on the upper jaw. Deer skulls look weird. But it was very dumb. But the clip basically showed this entire team, for some weird reason, kept putting all their items in the center after they realized I had weave. But they kept leaving them. They left it all in the center of Shack, where the basement is. And I just hooked people. And then in the video, it shows me following someone down there. They go for the unhook. I just stand there waiting. Their teammate, the person that was just on the hook, goes, grabs the person off hook, down them, and then before they can unhook them, down them, and then the person runs away, doesn't try anything. I just realized something. I think the bottom of the Redeemer has a magazine belt. Or somewhere they can insert a magazine. I think the bottom was open. No, that's the mechanics for the crank, isn't it? I need to look at the 3D model of this thing, because I'm trying to figure out, like, realistically how this gun would function. Because it's basically just a spear gun, but I'm trying to figure out how the fuck the chain actually gets in the tube. Because it goes from here into here, somehow into the top. If it was outside, yeah, if the chain was up here, like behind the spikes, behind the thorns, yeah, it makes sense. But if it's somewhere inside the body, that means there's an air gap where the chain is set in. Even if you use a rubber gasket, this chain would probably tear it apart. I think if they could add Slender Man to DBD, it would be weird style of mix of gameplay and Freddy. Well, there is a video of the dude that does like that used to do the DBD like fan-made concepts and stuff. He did the Slender Man chapter, and I think it said like Slender Man basically replaces the generators with the pages. So when you play against Slender Man in the concept, you basically gotta hunt the pages. And it works as the more pages people get, the stronger he grows. Because the more pissed off he's getting. And at points, it's basically like he just kind of just appears and reappears randomly. Kind of like Onryo. But like there's like constant fog, like Jason's. It's just like very weird. Because I think there is a reason why some games don't use creepypastas. It's because the license on them is very weird. Because no one really owns it. You know, like, yeah, some studios may say, like, oh, yes, we own it because we made a movie on it. But because the copyright on creepypastas is public domain, it's, like, public, trying to, like, monetize it would be very weird. Because just some people will be like, oh, cool, they're monetizing it so people can use it. But also people will be like, why are you monetizing something that's been free forever? And so, like, that's why Jeff the Killer and all those guys are not like in there, because you even think about like some of like the famous ones like Ben Drown is just Link, and Nintendo has been known to be very fucking weird about their copyrights. I mean, fuck, they can technically use Steamboat Willie. They can make a Mouse Killer because he's public domain. But once again, it's very weird. Because I learned recently that it's 20 more years, and Smokey the Bear would be public domain, but probably wouldn't be because he is technically a national icon and a park thing, so the government would probably be kind of against people using Smokey in some weird way. Oh, fuck no. My damn connection's terrible with those two. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, you can see my thing. Oh, it's not here. Okay, great. Man, DBD. Oh, not reaction. Yeah, by Rydrix. I pronounce that stupid name.
Welcome to Dead by Daylight. Let me share with you a story like many others have before at this very campfire. Sharing stories of home brings out the belief of urban legends, stories, and the darker secrets of communities. With those myths, something came forth, a shared fear of something awful. Your new map is Oakside Park. This park was famous for its connections to disappearances and its haunting atmosphere. Long since abandoned, it's nothing more than a memory of a nightmare shared by countless communities and connected tragedies. The new killer is the Slender Man. Brought forth by survivors, their shared tall tales and legends had a connection, one strong enough to manifest.
That sentence right there is actually pretty accurate to the entity's lore, because that's how Freddy got in. I think. I think that's how Freddy got into the realm, because people remembered who he was. And so he was able to enter the reality, because he is a demon himself, or dream demon, so...
itself naturally,
at least the version
by growing in the
used.
shadow of the entity, uninvited. They didn't believe it, and thought the story was safe enough to share here, of all places. After all, myths aren't real. A figure with arms long and outstretching, with tendrils extending from its back, and a pale face devoid of features had formed in the fog itself, an enigma to both survivors and the entity, with a frightening presence. The Slender Man's power is awful paranoia. A being forged from the collective fears and stories of the past.
The issue is, The issue is that shards are, yes, they are a free thing, but the issue a lot of it is basically because of the fact that you're using a free currency to buy something a licensed character. The reason why uh for the survivors why there's Bill in the game is that Valve basically has a thing where you can't monetize their characters. So that's why they allowed behavior to use, hey, you can use Bill and get some cosmetics to make some characters look like Ellis and other things. Because their rules are that you can't monetize their IPs. Other IPs are basically just like, we need an investment because they're trusting their IP with a game. That's why like Myers and stuff, because like that's why some franchises pull their characters back because they're like, we, like either they don't want to renew it. Yeah, because shards are free currency, which they have no cap, no actual cap. Same with the Auric cells, but the Auric cells you got to purchase with actual money because this is the like premium currency, the currency that you need. But yes, you can buy certain things with the shards, like certain people or bundles and stuff, or like certain people, because they are, or like they've been around for so long that they're like, oh yeah, you can use them. But they're like usually characters that they create themselves. Because Alan Wake is a good example, because it is a licensed character. Same with Lara Croft, they're licensed characters. Usually characters are range around $5, which is the like thing of like Japanese yen, where it's like move the decimal over. Same with Rick Grimes and all them. You've got to move over the stuff. But like I said, the issue a lot with some stuff is that, yes, they can't do stuff. Did you do the art? No, I used Nightlight. On PC, you can use nightlight.gg and get like different things. Most people use the character thing. Like it just makes like the regular default icons like glowy or like a shiny effect. I like the Helltaker theme because for perks and stuff, it's hard to tell what the fuck your perk is exactly. Because you go for the killers, or like you go for the that's why like my perks look so fucking weird. Like this. Because they're all Helltaker based. Because if someone looks at this at a glance, they're like, like they look at Weave or like Lightborn or like a few of these like Thanophobia, you're like, what the fuck is the 3 skulls supposed to mean? Like, some of them are kind of obvious, but some of them are just kind of like, I don't know what this means. Like, you see this blush character, you're like, that's unnerving presence? Why is it blushing? Let's never have a Slender Man movie where Slender Man turns people into trees ever again. Slender Man turning people into trees was a stupid-ass idea. Because that doesn't mean people didn't do it. Didn't like it. Or people didn't, like, pay attention to the actual media. But think about it. Dracula's like kind of the best example of the Castlevania guy's the best example of like a license thing. Because when he's on any other map except licensed maps, his castle appears. Because thematically to like Resident Evil, why the fuck is Dracula Castle here? But you also do gotta remember that in Resident Evil, a giant block of tofu is considered canon, and you can see it in the newest Resident Evil game. You see a giant burnt piece of tofu walking around. Which is kind of like, okay. Which, once again, Castlevania I think is a funny thing, because this guy came after, before the Ghoul, and people were like, Tokyo Ghoul doesn't belong in here. It's anime, and it's weird. There's animes based on Castlevania before Tokyo Ghoul existed. And half these characters came from weird anime shit, like fucking Trickster's just like anime themed, anime coded. I have thought about doing like custom things for these guys, but like they would be my weird art style, like these, like my squishy guy here. I actually have a comment on the TikTok side where a guy was just kind of yelling at me, being like, "They like screenshot again?" Yeah. Yeah, good old, I used the glitch trap one. Oh no, I actually have the regular one on. Yeah, they lit FNAF in a while ago, Jackal. Look at it. Oh, the funniest thing is, one of the cosmetics is this one. the clown trap one, because on it actually says that like the makeup and thing doesn't. Which, no, I think it's the body. Yeah, the side of the jacket and pants caught him by surprise. His characters often went without clothes. He's confused why this one has clothes on. But like you have these, you have the blighted stuff, and then you got Shaggy. You got straight up Shaggy from the movie. Alright, from RFA, yeah. And then you got good old Glitch Trap, which I like using because he has a softer like voice, and when he does his Mori, he doesn't scream. Like his Mori when he kills people, it's the same, but right here. Majestic. Very silent. The other guys all scream. Yeah, but like, characters all have very weird aesthetics to them. They did say that like, in the recent thing, they showed off like different things, like how certain killers would theoretically work. Keyword theoretically in that. But it's basically on the idea that some things are very, not problematic, just very weird in like how they would work license-wise. Ugh. You remember, like, some licenses have issues on, or like reasons on like what their characters can't do. Because you think about like, think in like a funny sense if hypothetically they brought like Danny Trejo into this, and he was a villain, like he was a killer. Danny Trejo is like, they wanted to bring him in and be like, oh, we want you to be Machete, you know, we want you to be that killer style guy, or like this and that. It'd be very difficult because a rule with Danny Trejo is every villain that he plays must die, because his sense is that because he doesn't want to teach criminals that or kids that like, oh, if you be a villain, you get to live in this luxury life. Like, no, you be a villain, you die because of your actions. So like, it would be very so if they wanted him to be a killer, it wouldn't really work because an issue with his stuff. That's why any movie he's ever been in, if he plays a villain, his character dies some weird way. It's like, oh, like Breaking Bad, his head's on a fucking turtle, or this character, he's hanging or burns, dies, gets hit by a truck, this and that, or something falls on him. That's the thing. Yeah, when he's a good guy, he lives. That's the thing. If you follow the rules and play by the rules, you're a hero. You don't die.
I will feast on blood this night.
So it's like very weird. Someone brought a fog offering. Or like a mist offering. Someone's over here. The nest. There we go, the speed boost. Nice. I'm whiffing these to make it look like he's got like this like crazy aura on. And then we smack his ass. You want to go sabotage that one? Okay. Dwight, I was just gonna let you live, but alright. Really, now? Do you think head-on would activate, deactivate decisive? Guy intentionally wanted to chase. But he gets a free safety go because he, what? Got tunneled? Because he intentionally wanted to chase and wanted killer detention. That's fair design, you know? Punish the killer for punishing the survivor. Buddy, I was just gonna let you live. I was just walking around.
Destiny can be quite full at times.
Alright, so Dwight heads on us and wants us to die. Or wants to mess with us. Use a decisive. He's not holding that glass, he's like putting it in his palm, that's funny. Now they're thinking that I have a totem somewhere. Or Rancor. I like how they're teabagging, even though... What rank you are? What? The fuck? What does that mean? What rank? Like prestige or? I have no idea what that means. Wait, why the fuck are you just saying funny randomly? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my killer rank is currently. I wasn't playing that much during the, what the fuck is it called? The, why the fuck are they asphalt maker? Dwight's nice. Look at these people who's left. GG's. I was gonna leave the Dwight alone, too. Bronze still.
Bound to the dark grace of eternity.
Actually, let's do some Spring Boy. Put on the glitch trap though. Yeah, the exhaustion one. I don't know why I have unforeseen actually on here. Actually, what would help a lot with his stealth is that Jason one. Where is it at? It's on the shadow. Yeah, endgame I would basically be a ghost. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, I'm still like, one of the biggest things is still trying to figure out how the fuck Deathslinger's gun works. Because the chain, like everything about it is 100% possible because it's basically just a spear gun. Well, most spear guns use, actually there is arrow guns that, they're like CO2 pressurized guns that shoot arrows. It's different from a spear gun, but the issue with this one is a spear gun has basically like rubber bands and stuff to pull it back because you're underwater all the time. So you can't really use like a chamber. It would fill in with pressure first and stuff. My issue is that the chain goes somewhere in here. It goes somewhere into the body. Somewhere into the body here. And somehow into the top of the tube because when it shoots out, the spear goes out of the tube. Which you're thinking like, oh, that seems somewhat fine, but no, because he loads like a, what I think is probably like the blank bullets used for construction, which is like a 50 caliber bullet, which is fine, but like they're like little blanks. They're not blank, well, somewhat. They have charges of powder but no bullet in them. Basically, when you hit them down, they use it basically to drive nails into concrete. Or screws, or whatever, fucking bolts. But the issue is that there's even a slit there, so it goes somewhere in here. And you're thinking like, oh, that's fine. But the thing is, the chain would go in here, up in the tube, out the tube. It would either wear out the tube from the side where it's loading, where you reel it, or that the chain would snap in half because of the immense pressure. Because a 50 caliber blank is very strong. That's why you use it for nails. It goes, you don't have to punch through concrete. And that on a chain, trying to hold back a spear, which the spear, I believe in some models I've seen, or like when it glitches out at endgame, it shows the tube hollow. So that means it builds pressure through the tube, meaning the tube is partially hollow from the top of it. So the point's hollow, but the backside's empty. It would make more sense if the chain was on the outside of the gun, but then you have the issue of it not seating properly into the gun, unless it was like a 3-chain or a 4-chain prong going around it to drive it in. You know, like from the tip here, you know, say the head's the gun. Stop moving. The head's the gun. The ear is the spear. If the spear was on, say the bend is where the spear is, or like in the gun. This is the gun part. If it was in here, it's kind of weird because it would drag against the metal somehow. Also, you think about it, like, the gun would basically be like a smooth bore because it's inside like a rifle, it looks like. So firing forward is fine because it's pressure and everything. That's why it kind of swerves. I'm just trying to think. Reeling it in is the weird thing, because that means the chain or something had to. Because he still has to reload after it. I don't know. You think about it, like realistically, like a real one would just be like what Jason throws, like those railroad spikes at people. Because think about actually realistically trying to pull out a spear out of someone's chest like that they would die. But like first being shot by you, they'd be dead immediately. That spear hitting someone like anywhere is death because it's barbed. The spikes on it are barbed outward or inward. So when you try to pull it out, it will rip out anything that's connected. So even if it hits your fucking thigh, it's destroying you because the damn spear is the size of a fucking leg. Ooh, I didn't get one upstairs. Oh shit! I did not. I meant to do one. How the? Oh, they saw me. That's why. I was like, how the fuck did they see me? There we go. Reclaim max now. No fast vault. Yeah, like, it's always funny with like Springtrap's music. It's like this weird like ticking sound. Well, that was like a silent vault. Dance with me, probably. Oh, my fucking page just vanished. It's blocked now. Oh, that's why. Because I went. No, I don't know actually what's going on there. Whoa, what the fuck? You know, I think that should give you a hindered effect, because them being able to move at full speed is kind of stupid. Garden of Joy, one of the maps that is, like, terrible. It's just terrible designed. Because if you're basically like this guy, has to go through portals and stuff, and what's funny is they nerfed an add-on that actually like buff both parties, because they like give both of them like 30% haste or something. Oh, that would've been nice. She's staying here for some weird reason. Dead hard? Nice. Honey, you still got an axe in you know that. Like, see, this is the issue. It's like, yeah, I can pull my power back anytime, but the axe doesn't really do anything. I think before it incapacitated you. Meaning that you couldn't really do anything. You know? Like, see, they're acting cocky, right? But the second I can just reclaim that axe. Because look, they're gonna act super cocky. But see, like, this is the issue. What does the axe do? Nothing if I don't recall it. What penalty does that get the survivor for keeping basically a killer power? Which now they basically gotta do something. You see, like, they're just running away with the axe. And then she's fully healed immediately, so the axe does nothing. I like they forget I can just do that. I'm not knowing, I'm actually pretty decent with that. I mean, mortally undetectable, so they really can't do anything there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, this is like the stupid thing. It's like, oh, what can you do to counter this? Yeah, great counter, game. Great counter for the killer. You can't really grab someone. Like, it's like, all right, they're down. Some reason healing takes priority over the killer. For some weird design philosophy. Jesus Christ. Because what is it? The philosophy on, like,
Anyone here?
trying to think. Original. So four originals right here. Something you notice too about this game a lot is licensed characters. They'll get buffs, nerfs, and like stuff going around them constantly. You know, like changing values or something to stay stable. Original killers that they make, they won't touch these fuckers for a while. You know, like the Knight, Skull Merchant, Singularity. Yeah, Singularity gets buffs and everything. Knight gets somewhat fixes. They just killed her. Unknown got a... Remember, they're going to, what, change it where you had to swap between planting your clone thing, your teleport thing, to another, like, a button swap. But they got rid of that because it fucking felt janky and it was really fucking terrible. Houndmaster in the P2B, she was fun as shit, like terrifying and everything. It's terrifying for a while and stuff, but like they haven't really tried to fix. They fixed the AI in the dog a decent bit, but like over time it's still kind of buggy because the dog is like. There's times where like you will be like, all right, go Snug, like towards the fire, and he just sitting there, and you'd waste your powers. It's like, oh well, you said the command, but he just didn't move. It's like, okay, cool. But then there's like shit where it's like, okay, then other times there's an issue with him, and even in the PTB where Snug would get stuck on window vaults on 2-story buildings, and he would just not respawn. And so he would just be stuck there internally, just falling through the map. Which is very funny, because they're always just like, it's really hard to make an AI work well and follow, like, coding well. Meanwhile, survivor bots have, like, the most crazy coding you can think about. Like, the most crazy, like, abilities and, like, different things that they can do. And so it's like, why can you make these guys work, but not the AI for the killers work that well? Hey, Jackal, it's your cousin! Jackal, look at that, it's your cousin right there. We got Jackal. It's your cousin. IMDA Jackal. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, they left. The person left. They're leaving now. They're leaving. Boo. Boo. Why'd they leave? Oh, they broke it. I can't even exit now. Fuckers. That's stupid, man. What was it? IMDA. Oh yeah. What? The same person out of lobby, same person. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. Trying to think of something dumb I learned. I saw something oh shoot, but I think it said, I think it was by the creator of My Hero, where they said that like fucking All Might in his 50 doesn't have any experience with shit people with women. It's like kind of makes sense. The guy's like done so much hero shit, so it's kind of funny though. Uh, oh. we go. Ugh. I always leave lobbies after like someone leaves because sometimes it makes it where I can't cancel, so I'm basically eternally readied up, which sucks. I think the funniest thing is that, well, it was during like the Killer Exodus or something. That's when I played a lot too, or streamed a lot of this too. When I was just confused, like, oh, why are matches taking so long? And it's like, oh yeah, here's an update, Killer Q bonus. The longer you stayed in queue, it's like, oh, you stayed in queue for like 20 minutes. Here's a bonus of like what a shit ton of points, because you're spending so much time trying to get a match. It's because like the balance is already so broken during that time, so people were like, okay, fuck it. I think it was during the boon meta. That's when I was playing, because I remember having an issue with that. I think it was Bubba or someone just. I remember them being like, oh, well, why do you need stuff? I did fucking stuff. You guys just build it back up. You know, be a funny killer, like a true like video game virus killer. Like a killer that's entire motif is like pixelated and shit. So it's hard to tell like what he's up to, I guess, technically. Not technically, like his animations be kind of funny looking. Waiting for the Ace DC.
You have little time left.
Their name is Noob.
You will not escape.
I just noticed that. What's funny? When my nephew's trying to make like a gardening business, a lawn care business, and we were just telling him, he was like, "Oh yeah, our last name is so common where we are." And just straight up told him, like, yeah, just use your like nickname. I always, kind of like for the longest time, I thought his nickname was his actual name. And he told me, he was like, "Oh, just named after this." I'm like, "It's not the candy." He says, "No." I'm like, "There's no candy." He's like, "There is a candy with your name." It's like, ah, well, it's not that. Oh, goddamn, I didn't know that. That would have been nice. Beautiful. I think he's got a cartoon shirt on. This guy thrives in indoor maps.
Prepare yourself.
for the item. Uses dead hard on a nice play. Runs into a wall. Trying to look back at me. Alright, first token. First 2 tokens. Alright, we look back. We're gonna see them.
It begins.
No one comes for the save here. Alright, hook them.
You are stronger than I expected.
Fuck, was she hugging this corner? Yes, she was.
It'll be over soon.
The range on that is great. Hey, purple. Let's see through the map. There. I don't understand why you can't go through those doors. Well, listen to that. You can barely hear the gen. Louder. Quiet. Louder. It's based on your camera angle. It's kind of weird. I could just go. that. You don't look.
I have prepared.
Perfect. Ooh, nice. He saw me, I saw him. I still got enough charges. Oh, I got saved. I couldn't go through. It's weird. It seems to be faster when no one's nearby. It's strange. Jeez. I forgot what was it with the sunglasses, right? Yeah. I think before it just did like a cool, like not even a cooldown. Hold on. Actually, not that. DVD. Not perks. Not. God damn it. Add-ons. Error. Hmm. I said before, like in the, it was for like the Springtrap PDB or something, where like, yeah, of course the names are probably different or like the wording's different. But like, remember in the PDB for Springtrap, it had a for the lucky bag or the gift bag thing. It was like 20, like with the when instead of like, yeah, it blocked the gates, but also gave the survivor incapacitated, so they couldn't do gens and stuff, and they got rid of that. That's the thing, like incapacitate in this game, like it's only a few things that actually does that, I think. Which is very cool. It's like a very underused mechanic. Yeah, is it strong as shit? Oh fuck yeah, it is. It fucking blocks you from doing anything. Very weird. What? Oh. It's a white one cheap. Oh no, it's more expensive. Oh. Let's throw it together. Map. What's very funny is you'll see stuff by like comp people, like people that do like competition DVD, and they will say that like flash. They won't bring flashlights. They bring toolboxes. Basically, do gens and stuff, but do gens at end game. They won't use the gens. They only use the toolbox until end game. So they can just like burn through the last 2 gens or something, or last 3 gens, and just fuck off. And then you got some survivors that use the flashlight builds and should be like, oh yes, look, this is comp thing. They're comp builds. Like, no, not really. Mostly like gen builds. It looks like. The good old Yakiyogo estate. Dude, I had a fucking... Oh god, I had a pain in the ass time with this. I think it's before, like, Vecna came out. These fucking survivors picked this map, and they were just hiding the entire time. That's it. They're just so sad. What the fuck are they doing? Ooh, lucky break. Make it look like I don't have it. Super off on that one. Heal builds, he has not unrelenting. Resilient, what the fuck it's called. Might have been a hook offering he brought. None of them have boil over though. Lies. Good go there, Ace. Good go. I don't know what the fuck his plan there is. Alright. Thank you.
I will reshape
Oh,
the
nice,
world.
nice. I think it's funny, these guys will act like super confident. You didn't know I could do that. Bro didn't know I could pull off that move. Sprint burst. I love them being like super cocky with sprint burst, but never actually, you know, using it well. They'll like, yeah, they'll use it fucking far distance. Hey, buddy, you know what I have? You know what I can do? I just straight up tunnel out the dude. Oh no, I could just straight up damage him. That.
I am inevitable.
Okay. Hit him. Okay. I don't think he knows I can just straight up mori his ass. Stream.
Let's end this.
Uh-huh. Bro doesn't know I can just mori his ass.
Time to end this.
Oh damn, look at that. You guys can't do shit.
inevitable. Bother me no longer.
Oh shit. She had deliverance. I was wondering why it didn't end immediately. Bouncing up to here. There. Really funny is the glitch is like if it didn't spawn it.
Prepare yourself. Bother me no longer.
What happened, Sable? I learned to imagine, see 3 flashlights, I know what's going on, buddy. Delirium, sympathetic. Ah, the Leon didn't have it. Fucking decisive. He just did that. Ah. So he wouldn't lose his offerings in case he died. That owns. Oh, fucking great. Ugh. Oh, that's what we'll call it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed listening to me rambling. Wah.